Alright, so while the cave awaits, let's have, as first, Bachman doing another recap of what happened so far. You should get some rest, Bachman. Tomorrow's gonna be an early day. I'm sure the earth here will be a magnificent mattress for you to sleep on.
I hear loud and clear.
Doing fine.
I just want to check the footage I got today first. I haven't charged this camera in 2 weeks. This is amazing battery life.
Yeah.
Alyssa was determined to finish her mission, so much so that Sephiroth and Angeal decided to help her see it through. When we set foot into the Agara Forbidden Zone, untouched by humans for centuries, we saw that its countless scars ran deeper than we could have imagined. "2,000 years ago, 5 brave souls drove a fiend from their homes with scorching fire. The endless flames burned down their homes and set them fleeing into what would become Wutai. In time, they came to fear and loathe the blasted wasteland, naming it the Forbidden Zone. Generations passed, and eventually a new people would tame the inhospitable land. It is here Robio Village came to be.
Is it grammatically correct, a new people?
Yeah, sometimes it can be.
Okay.
But even that brief period of prosperity was cut short by the brutal actions of a crazed weaponsmith. It is a land steeped in tragedy. The people living here were sealed away by the Wutaians and left to tear each other apart.
That's one way to quarantine.
Sephiroth seemed to have some kinship to the people who once lived here. Whatever force drove them to their doom might drive the legend to new heights of heroism. He's already changing. He seems to be more aware of his status as a hero, and that has given him a new sense of purpose.
You know, I can hear you over there narrating.
I'll document every moment of his growth. A hero needs to slay monsters to make his legends shine, so I'm not afraid of what's ahead. In fact, I'd risk my life to immortalize it.
No, you are not in the current Final Fantasy VII games.
Oh well. Anyway,
I'm sure that doesn't mean anything bad for you, prequel man.
Anyway, it's time for Sephiroth to unfortunately trip some balls again, dreaming about his quote-unquote mother. Oh.
Sephiroth.
No. 5 more minutes, Mom. Please.
Mother.
Sephiroth? Isn't this nice, Sephiroth? The wind is so refreshing.
Yes, it is lovely today, Mother.
I mean, the motion blur on the borders makes everything better.
The creepy purple blur.
It is very... It makes me want to not set things on fire.
Today.
And it smells wonderful. You'd never see these flowers in Midgar. It's my favorite part of traveling.
Screw you, Aerith.
It is strongly implied that Lucrezia might have been at least native of Nibelheim, so that's why she has a stronger resonance with the countryside.
I'm on a trip with you. I can barely believe it.
Yeah, let's call it a trip.
I rarely leave headquarters unless it's for a mission.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, but you're acting like we don't go on trips all the time.
Well, we don't because you're supposed to be dead. And the less said about father, the better.
He's too busy with science.
It's all science this, playing God that. Wait, we do?
You must be tired. You should unwind. Maybe take a nap?
But I thought I already was sleeping and this is just a dream.
No, we're on a trip.
A drug trip, Mother?
Yeah, so Sephiroth is drinking
Yes.
all of the Kool-Aid.
That would be just a waste of time. Time that I could spend with you. Time that we don't have to spend trying to take over the world because we're sane and heroic.
We're so normal. You don't need to worry about that. From now on, wherever you go, we'll be together.
Well, so long as you don't ask me to collect your discarded head and carry it around with me, I suppose I can afford to listen to you.
As a reminder, the information that was added in the compilation with Starting with Advent Children was that one true intent of Genova, that Sephiroth wanted to continue, was to move away from Earth after, Gaia, after, taking away all the energy, to do what Genova did and, harvest another planet. So...
Mind you, this was something he only opted to do after his original plan from VII failed. Basically, for Advent Children, he was like, well, screw you, I'll just destroy the Earth's core and then turn it into a spaceship to ride around.
Well, they kind of retconned that was basically what Genova was doing, hopping from planet to planet to harvest the life essence. And so you can make the argument that, let's just say that she's preparing Sephiroth for that.
I'm so proud of you, Sephiroth.
Everything is fine.
Yay!
Just hearing you say that makes me feel invincible, Mother.
Then I'll keep saying it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. I got a fish.
I'm so proud of
big.
you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so
We
proud
also
of you.
need
I'm
to
so
put
proud
in
of you,
context,
Sephiroth. Now kill them all.
Also, for those who, again, as a reminder, we need to put in context of Sephiroth's emotional state. This is right after the Radoran mission, and we don't know yet what happened to Glenn's team, but they're clearly not here.
It's like that Jet sketch where Shadow forgets he thinks that Maria means kill everybody.
Yes. But Sephiroth is clearly already in a turbulent emotional state, but that in itself is not what's causing this, but let's just say it makes him vulnerable to, drink the Kool-Aid.
Genova really is a good mother, isn't she?
Truly.
And no matter what happens, I'll be there to protect you. Even if the world stands against you.
In fact, the world standing against you is proof that you're doing the right thing.
Clearly.
Uh-huh.
God, what, did she trade mother tips with Mystique when she was mothering Rogue? Just having you by my side gives me strength.
You're so sweet, Sephiroth. Come here.
If you ever see a girl that could be my daughter, stab her through the midsection. Thank you for everything, Mother. I wish this moment could last forever.
Well, that was painfully depressing. Now on to Angeal. I don't remember.
Make your mom and dad proud!
Yeah, I think these are just random people from Gongaga. Not Gongaga, sorry.
You'll do great.
What are these voices? From Banora. There you go. We'll forget
We won't forget you! That's our soldier! Don't let us down.
Soldier? Right. I left my village for Midgar after I joined Soldier.
So basically what the 7 Saga has told me is, come from the countryside and you can be a hero.
Again, well, to be fair, it's not that much different from the big cities conscripting people from all over the place. You can, considering FF7 was released at in the mid to conceptualize at least from the mid to late 90s, you can make it a remnant of the war in Vietnam.
Did you say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah, they've all been so supportive. And they all said they'd take care of you and Dad.
That's so good to hear.
So yeah, it's not even just Angeal that we get some added backstory onto, but also his family, because in Crisis Core they were so plain.
Can't believe the whole village came out to see you off. Just goes to show how much they appreciate everything you do. Weird that they didn't give his father a proper name, it's just Angeal's father.
I only do what I do because I've had great examples to follow. I guess it's a case where he didn't have until now, so they just kept it there rather than giving it one to him.
Thank you, Angeal. You brought us enough crops for 10 years. You're the Messiah.
He told us to send some every week.
Wolfrey is such an amazing son.
Forget Sephiroth. Angeal will always be our #1 soldier.
I'm speechless. I promise I won't let you down.
And I promise I won't come back and kill you, Mom.
Here, I made this. A soldier needs a uniform that makes them look sharp, right?
Pretty sure Shinwa would provide the uniforms, but it's the fault
You can chuck it up to
It's
say...
better, because it's from Mother.
Yeah, it's the trip.
True,
it's the
true.
trip being mixing things up, probably.
Or
You
maybe
made
his
this?
mom really did make him a custom
So
outfit.
this is why I've been staying up and late every night. It's also worth remembering that both Angeal and Janice were kind of sort of recommended because they were secret part of the Project G plan. So their sudden, ranking up in the soldier ranks was very convenient, let's just say that.
Yes.
I wanted to make every detail right. I ordered the best materials straight from Midgar.
Oh, I guess I can get why they would have been eager to give her those materials, too.
Thanks, Mom. I'll wear it proudly. Even though I'm afraid of getting it dirty.
Don't you worry about that, I'll just make you another.
And another.
I mean, that's the entire point, Angeal. These things are made to be used. I understand that treating them in a sacred way, but jeez.
This is for me. Be a warrior that others look up to.
So, yeah, the moment that we were only told about in Crisis Core, Angeal receiving the Buster Sword from his father. Really?
And if it doesn't work for you, pass it down so that some spiky blonde kid gets it.
Swing that around and you'll send even the fiercest monster running.
I've never seen a sword like that.
Again, it's the thing that kind of ticks me off, as I mentioned already, the fact that it's super custom-made, because it creates the unfortunate effect of being one of a kind, the fact that Shinra doesn't recognize it when Cloud shows up, when they were to say, this weapon that he was carrying on his back kind of belonged to one of our top soldiers and part of a G project, maybe we should raise a couple of questions.
I've always chalked it up to, given that, like I said, Kingdom Hearts was big at the time, so the Final Fantasy VII franchise decided, guys, we should make the Buster Sword its own kind of legendary one-of-a-kind weapon as well, to make it feel extra super special.
There you go.
Which isn't the worst idea, since we do technically never see another Buster Sword even in the original 7.
No, it's the again, it's also worth noting that 7 is the one that introduces the idea of having a signature unique weapon that the characters start with, while in the previous Final Fantasy games, the characters did have a weapon that became iconic via their artwork or the in-game, but it was treated in-game, properly gameplay, as just a generic type of weapon like sword or dagger, you know. It gets so comical that Zidane has a pair of straight daggers, but when it comes to the Dissidia games, they make canon the first weapon you can get immediately after the Mage Mashers, even though they're just a generic type of weapon that he has.
You know, the funny thing is...
But now all my dreams have come true, so I'll keep on fighting for my parents who struggle so much, and for everyone else who's trying to get through their own hard times. So yeah, also Angeal seems to be drinking a bit from the Kool-Aid, but so far he has managed to keep his thoughts collected. But before ending the part, since we have some time, let's also check one summon fight that was added in the meantime. Titan, aka, Jesus Christ, the ugly bastard.
Oh, wow, somebody was a fan of Attack on Titan, I see.
I mean, to be fair, that has been his design even in the original game. He was very, very much on a character from Baki, so you had to. So let's use this occasion.
Now there's an anime.
Let's use this occasion to showcase how Vincent plays, because if you notice, we haven't really seen him much, even in the chapter he was introduced. So let's give him some time to shine.
Does he still have his transformation mechanics?
Only for his limit break and only in the Guardian Beast for now. I get the idea maybe when Dirge of Cerberus shows up we're gonna give him one new trick or two.
You know, that was the thing. Ironically, in the Dirge of Cerberus game, I think they kind of forgot about his transformation powers too. Which I get
he could transform into the Guardian Beast, and by the end of the game, he internalized his transformation into chaos. Rather than being a straight up demon, he became this kind of hybrid, you know, human chaos hybrid.
Forgot about that. I guess because that game felt a lot more focused on the running gun element.
That's because, again, they, instead of actually having an alternate beast kind of situation, they tried to make it seem more seamless to one extent.
That said, I guess part of the reason they didn't bring back all his transformation mechanics for this game is because I'm guessing they wanted to keep things relatively simplified.
That's why they're just. That's why the Guardian Beast stuff is only for the limit break that he has. Don't worry, you will eventually get to see those.
That said, yeah, that is a good point. Like, I guess eventually when we do get past, you know, the chronological endpoint of 7, they will tackle stuff like Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus in game format.
Oh, that might happen even before that, let's just say it, because I get the suspicion that the devs relied heavily on existing games in the remake saga to recycle models and, you know, appearance that characters have, so after they hit the end of this one, they have conveniently stopped for a while, and I don't know when they will reprise that.
Interesting. Anyway, previous part, you were talking about the 3 directors of the remake saga, Nomura and Toriyama. Apparently the third guy is someone called Naoki Hamaguchi.
Naoki Yamaguchi, yeah, now I remember.
Which, yeah, admittedly, out of the 3, he's like had the least work. He started with 12. He was, of course, involved in the 13 trilogy. He was a client programmer for 14 as well. He was the project leader for Mobius Final Fantasy.
He basically is alumni of Motomo Toriyama, basically.
One notable thing...
His work in 12 was mostly because at one point Yasumi Matsuno had to step away, step down from the project due to health reasons.
One notable thing, though, apparently he was supervisory support for Final Fantasy VII, the First Soldier, essentially, so... That's something he was apparently more involved in with than Toriyama. Again, Nomura was, of course, the director of First Soldier, because Nomura really likes to direct, like, 90% of Square Enix's projects these days. Well,
you may also notice you're about to see in the victory screen that I also got a new costume for Lucia. A very plain hoodie. We'll eventually get back onto the First Soldier episode 2, so we will see more about Descent into Madness. But when we'll come back to the story, it will instead be for the OG Final Fantasy VII to introduce properly Sid with the characters that are in Rocket Town. But the next part is instead the event, the seasonal event of the celebration of the New Year of 2025. So, see you for that.
Perfect timing!
Hey.
See you then.